filing a bill to remove a controversial statue from the state grounds. What he and protesters have to say. From Capitol Hill now to Washington Road. Just yesterday, we told you Augusta National announced it will allow a limited number of patrons to the 2021 Masters. Our Brady Trapnell joins us live outside of Augusta National, not too far from Magnolia Lane. And Brady, you spoke with a couple business owners who say they're hopeful.
Yeah, Meredith, they told me they are hopeful about this spring tournament, but they still have many questions about it. How many people will be allowed in the tournament? Who will those patrons be? Of course, that makes a big difference on what the economic impact will be in this community and how that impacts those businesses. And I spoke with several of those business owners today, and many of them told me that they believe this decision is a win for the community. In fact, many were expecting potentially no patrons again. I spoke with local restaurant Farmhouse. They say they'll be prepared to host whoever comes and do it safely. They also told me a few people is better than back in November. I also spoke with the Partridge Inn. They say they're thankful for any patrons, but they do wish they knew a little more information. General Manager Lloyd Van Horn says the move to limit patrons impacts the entire hospitality industry across Augusta.
The hospitality industry in Augusta is like a bunch of brothers and sisters from different families, because we really what affects us will affect others. Not knowing how many patrons is a big metric that we need to know.
There is more assistance coming for our local small businesses. The Augusta Metro Chamber of Commerce tells me that the city has set aside around $1.25 million in relief grant funding for those small businesses. And on Monday, they're going to be opening up a website where businesses can apply. We'll have more on that on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
But again, a small number of patrons, always better than no patrons. Thanks for that update, Brady. Checking out the sky over Grovetown now. Look at that, a beautiful sunset, some pink in the sky, and lots of clouds. It's a pretty night out there for some of us. Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale, though, knows it doesn't look like that everywhere.
Unfortunately not, Meredith. These showers are really overproducing this afternoon, what it looks to be on radar, but actually in our atmosphere we have a very shallow layer of dry air. So this rain is actually falling through dry air, and a lot of it is evaporating before it hits the ground. But radar making it look pretty impressive this afternoon, and still not ruling out that you will see a sprinkle if these do pass by your location. But these are moving from the southwest towards the northeast, and they've been fairly steady up towards the lake through Wilkes, Lincoln, McCormick counties, McDuffie, Warren County, Gibson, and Glasscock County. You've been battling the rain. These are going to stick with us at least the next couple of hours, but as we head towards, say, around 9 p.m. this evening, most of this is now east of us. By late tonight, we are expecting clear skies, and clear skies tonight going to allow us to cool off down near freezing by early tomorrow morning. Going back to Grovetown, looking at a fantastic view of that. How about that? The sun is just about to sink below the horizon here and trying to sneak below that cloud cover. Our temperatures here around Augusta are currently in the upper 40s, expected to stay into the mid to low 40s through this evening as we head towards midnight. But as skies clear tonight, those temperatures are most likely going to bottom out down near freezing across most of the area. Take a look at the temperature divide across the CSRA. Up in Wilkes County, Washington, you're at 41 degrees, and you really haven't stayed much warmer than that throughout the entire afternoon. But where we've seen some sunshine, Sandersville, Louisville, Wrightsville, even Swainsboro, you all see an abundant sunshine this afternoon, and y'all did hit those high temperatures into the mid-50s. But by tomorrow morning, everybody should be able to cool off down near 35 to 33 for us here in the metro. Many spots, though, out in the country and further north could get down to freezing. Have a look at some warmer weather by tomorrow afternoon, then some rain by Friday in just a little bit. Meredith?
All right, thank you, Riley. New York City is canceling all of its contracts with the Trump Organization. And here's a look at some of those places affected. Mayor Bill de Blasio making the announcement today. The cancellation could cost the president millions of dollars in annual revenue. The 4 contracts to operate the Central Park are the Central Park Carousel, 2 skating rinks, and the Ferry Point Golf Course. They are worth about $17 million a year to Trump's business. The mayor says the contracts allowed the city to break them if a vendor's leadership broke the law.
By the contract language, we have the right to terminate contracts, obviously, if a criminal act has been committed, and a criminal act has been committed. So, goodbye to the Trump Organization.
A spokesperson for the Trump organization, though, had some words, issuing the following statement here. It said, in part, quoting here, the city of New York has no legal right to end our contracts, and if they elect to proceed, they will owe the Trump organization over $30 million. Google is banning all political advertising until after President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. The ban announced today covers multiple platforms, including YouTube. This comes after Google said it called the Capitol riots, the impeachment process, and the inauguration a, quote, sensitive event. Last week's riot affecting Airbnb guests and hosts. The company is canceling and blocking future reservations in the nation's capital next week. Guests who had reserved a place will get a free refund, and Airbnb hosts, they will be reimbursed for the canceled reservations. The company previously said it would ban individuals who were involved with the riots or associated with hate groups. A new record set for COVID deaths website or accepting appointments, and we did not receive an answer on when other places would be able to schedule appointments. A closer look into what else we found coming up at 6 o'clock. And with just 1 week left in office, President Donald Trump is on track to end this day as the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. While his party united behind him last time, a handful of House Republicans are voting in favor of the impeachment. Alice Barr is on Capitol Hill for us.
At the U.S. Capitol today, an unparalleled moment in American history. Donald J. Trump becoming the first president to be impeached twice.
He must go. He is a clear and present danger to the nation that we all love.
The constitutional clash coming exactly 1 week after the president fired up supporters who morphed into a mob and violently attacked the halls of Congress.
We are debating this historic measure at an actual crime scene, and we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the President of the United States.
House Democrats entered this day knowing they had the votes to pass a single article of impeachment, accusing President Trump of, quote, inciting violence against the government of the United States.
This role in the excitement of the last week's violence poses an existential threat to our constitutional democracy.
Many Republicans still standing in lockstep, accusing Democrats of rushing the constitutional process.
It's always been about getting the president, no matter what.
Others opposing impeachment but chastising President Trump.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters.
But unlike the last impeachment, a few GOP lawmakers breaking ranks to vote against the president.
There was a domestic threat at the door of the Capitol, and he did nothing to stop it.
With only a week left in office, President Trump's legacy now bears another black mark.
The next step is now for the Senate to vote on the impeachment articles, but when they'll take that up lies in the hands of the Republican Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. McConnell says he will reject calls to bring the Senate back immediately, a move that could likely allow President Trump to finish out his last days. The Senate is set to return January 19th. A South Carolina lawmaker is calling for controversial statue to be removed from the State House in Columbia. State Representative Seth grounds. All smiles behind these masks as Marion E. Barnes Career Center is awarded a $10,000 grant from Georgia Power. The Care Center helps more than 300 students across Richmond County with careers in fields like carpentry, welding, and cosmetology. We're told the money will be used to buy a virtual reality safety platform to assist students completing their OSHA 10 certification. But congratulations to them. $10,000 goes a long way. If you're in need of food and live in Georgia, the Golden Harvest Food Bank has you covered. They're holding its first mobile market of the year tomorrow. It's happening at the Macedonia Church of Grovetown off William Pugh Parkway. You can stop by between noon and 2. You are asked to bring a photo ID with you, and make sure your trunk is empty. That's the only place volunteers can put the food boxes. A reminder, if you're still looking to get rid of your Christmas tree, the clock is ticking. The City of North Augusta's Tree Cycle program ends tomorrow. You can leave your tree on the curb, and crews will pick it up at your normal trash day. This is also the last week the Army Corps of Engineers is expecting trees. They are turning them into fish habitats. There are drop-off locations in Georgia and South Carolina. We've got all of those locations listed for you on our website. A reminder, both programs are only taking real trees. Some good news if you haven't made it out to Holodice in Aiken. They are now remaining open until February 28th. So you still have plenty of time to take to the ice. How hours. They will be closed Monday through Thursday. They are open only Fridays from 5 to 9, Saturdays from 12 to 9, and Sundays from 2 to 6. Again, this is through February 28th, if you would like to get some more time there on the ice. All right, listen up, pet lovers. There's now a way to know how your pet is feeling based on their bark. Really, we'll show you what one company has created and how it works.
We are tracking a disturbance this afternoon that is bringing a few showers across the region. Take a look at when we dry out in the weekend in that full forecast next.
Compare plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Now from Capitol Hill, where President Trump is becoming the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. You can see the resolution right there, the articles of impeachment that just passed the House. It is on display there live in Washington, D.C. Again, history happening today as we were watching it here on News 12. We'll check back in a little bit later as more of this story unfolds. Have you ever wondered how your dog is feeling? Well, that's what some people are actually studying. A high-tech dog collar is giving canines a new voice, analyzing barks so owners know exactly how their pet is feeling. Tina Kraus walks us through it.
6-year-old Gatto is happy playing with her owner. Or is she? This smart collar is giving the border collie a new voice to tell people how she feels.
With this device, we humans can understand and communicate better, more accurately, more effectively.
The AI-powered collar compares a dog's bark to a database of more than 10,000 samples from 50 breeds of canines, big and small. Moon Se-mi says the device revealed Gatto gets angry when she loses a game, but feels safe at home even when she's alone.
When dog barks, that signifies there's some need for dog.
South Korean company Pet Pulse says its algorithm can determine a dog's 5 emotional states: happy, relaxed, anxious, angry, or sad. The more barking data they get, the more accurate the results. U.S. company Aquilon developed similar technology to translate a cat's meow. Meow Talk is an app that helps owners better understand their feline friends.
Creators of these devices say listening to our pets is especially relevant during the pandemic, when many people are choosing to adopt pets to have some company at home.
But unfortunately, some of them abandon their dog due to miscommunications.
Pet Pulse marketing director Andrew Gill says the smart collar is crucial to help dog owners understand their pets' emotions and what triggers them. Something puppy dog eyes can't always reveal. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
There you go. The smart collar sells for $99. It also has an activity tracker that shows how many calories the pet has burned. Interesting stuff there. Riley, you have some pups. What do you think they're telling you when they bark?
They want a treat, they want to go outside, they want to go on a walk. I think it's, pretty generic with my dogs. But how about you with Hamilton? And the second one now is Hamilton and
Eliza and
Eliza.
a third.
Of course, how could I forget
We have a third.
Third now?
Riley, yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, full
I got a pack of pups.
You have your own little
I
pack
do,
there
I
for
do.
sure. And you got the big dogs too. I've got 2 tiny little dogs. So yeah, y'all are staying busy over there. For us, we have a cloud cover that's stuck with many of us all day long today. We just saw the sun sneak below that cloud cover from our Grovetown camp here. Temperatures are going to be getting chilly this evening into tonight. We're at 49 degrees currently here in Augusta. By tomorrow morning, once these skies clear, we should be able to bottom out close to freezing again by tomorrow morning. But the reason why we're seeing rain this afternoon and this evening is actually thanks to this upper level disturbance. We can actually see it pretty well in our infrared satellite imagery. So this is coming from space, about 24,000 miles away. Looking down on and seeing this in the infrared imagery channel, and you can see that just kind of counterclockwise spin. So this is looking in the upper levels, and this is what's tracking through, creating favorable spin and just producing good ingredients for these showers to develop. And they're actually becoming more scattered to even widespread in some spots. Now, the one thing is that we do have a layer of dry air just above the surface that is helping evaporate a lot of this rain. So the radar may be making it look a little more impressive than what is actually hitting the ground. Let us know what you're seeing, though. If you live in Thompson, anywhere in Columbia County, up towards the lake, Let us know how much rain you're seeing because I'd love to get some ground truth on what we're actually seeing on radar. A wider look at what's happening. So this is, once again, thanks to that upper level disturbance coupled with a low level trough, just adding a little bit of lift there. But high pressure finally moves in tomorrow, and that's what is finally going to bring back blue skies for us. And those skies are expected to clear by midnight tonight. Should be mostly clear as we head late tonight, tomorrow morning. Those temperatures tomorrow morning expect to be chilly, down into the mid to low 30s. For your Thursday afternoon, we should finally see the 60s again. We have not seen the 60s in 8 days, so I am wanting to see the 60s tomorrow, and I think we have a good chance of doing it. So what we're looking at here is our upper level pattern. We were just taking a look at that disturbance that is moving through this afternoon and evening. So there it is. What it basically is an upper level trough. So this little dip in our upper level winds helps bring us some cooler temps and also just provides that favorable spin to produce some rainfall. As we roll into our Thursday, we actually get underneath this upper level ridge. So that's why we're expecting those temperatures to be a little bit warmer tomorrow, keeping that cold air a little bit further towards our north. But as we head into Friday, this is our next disturbance, a little bit stronger one, so better rain chances as we roll into our Friday. And behind that, for our Saturday, we're going to chill off those temperatures once again. Looking pretty chilly on Saturday, and those winds are expected to be pretty breezy as well behind that system. So for the weekend, we are expecting dry weather, just going to be a little bit on the cool side. Highs in the mid to low 50s both afternoons. Then another system looks to head our way early next week.
All right, thank you, Riley. Don't you just get mad when you forget to pick up something you need from the store? Well, there's a new gadget out there that will do the ordering for you just before you run out. We'll explain.
And soon.
Wow.
We know that online shopping is not always the easiest, and to help fix that, Amazon is offering a new tech gadget that acts as a robot. You may have never even seen this gadget, but thankfully Jamie Tucker got his hands on one, so we can see what it's all about.
The company that gave us Alexa, Ring doorbells, and cameras, and a place to watch free movies is now giving the world a smart shelf. Smart scale, this may be one of the dumbest things Amazon's ever come out with. Here it is. It is a shelf and a scale. And Amazon thinks everyone's going to want one of these things. Here's how it works. You place the smart shelf somewhere you store products that you use the most, maybe the bathroom closet. You connect the smart shelf to the Amazon shopping app and then place an item that you use frequently and never want to run out. Say toilet paper. It's a big thing these days. The scale knows how much that pack weighs, and as you take a roll and then take another and another, the shelf or scale senses you're about to run out and automatically orders more from Amazon. It's similar to Amazon's Dash buttons and Dash One that could order replacements with just a touch of a button. The scale, though, only works with certain products, and it takes up a good bit of room. You can set it to add the item to a shopping list or order replacements automatically. Amazon reviewers are having a little fun making fun of the smart shelf. This reviewer said it works great as a white elephant gift. Yeah, it sounds like the ultimate in laziness, but one reviewer said it is helpful to them because they have someone in assisted living. They don't always know when they're out of something, and the smart shelf sends that information directly to their phone. The smart shelf comes in 3 different sizes, all 3 sizes for $20. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Okay, well, yes, he did give a valid use for it. Amazon Smart Shelf was first introduced to Amazon business customers to reorder office supplies, but now it looks like we have a shot if we'd like to have it as well. I'm back in a bit.
Live life comfortably. Follow News 1226 on Twitter to keep informed with the latest happening near you.
Go back to Doppler radar. We are still tracking some showers that are going to continue across the region for the next couple of hours for us. A closer look at the Augusta Metro. We are tracking rainfall across Borden Highway, Highway 1, all the way down towards Peach Orchard, and inside Bobby Jones. We're likely going to see this rain continue. But luckily by Thursday, plenty of sun and highs near 60.
All right, thanks for that, Riley. News 12 at 6 o'clock starts in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.